amount, all right? It's not a federal amount of baby oil.
What's the hand-to-hand rate on baby oil?
I'm just saying, have you ever not seen him shiny? What's the problem here?
That's true.
Wow.
What's the problem here?
I just want to know how much time you get for the baby oil. Is that put that in your paperwork?
Yo, they put it down there like it was ammunition.
Yeah.
It was like, yo, we found 2 guns and baby oil. What?
That was crazy though. So I'm like, does baby oil make napalm or something? Like, why you have to put that down?
Yeah, like that's like, what can you make out of it? Like,
and you know what he got in the crib, right, dog?
A slip and slide.
Please like and subscribe, hit the bell, hit the notifications.
Make it real dramatic.
You know we got some great stuff coming out for y'all, especially with this corner time before 400.
Yeah. Make it real dramatic.
Heat makers, crack music.
Y'all now rockin' with 4 for 100. Let's go. To keep it real, it's not a chore for beloved. When they say it's up, put it on the floor, they gon' love it. I popped up in all them 4 doors that they covet. All in 2-seaters, cause a few fevers. Got all the ops hot, they wonder why I'm not shot. The way we used to step on them squares like hopscotch. I'm one of them ones that God got, he stops plots. Until the clock stops, we gon' turn it up a notch. They watching the stop clock while we burning up the block. I'm still learning a lot, I son them, let them talk. I'm still letting it slide like I got my son at the park. Cause I know that we could be gunning, running from knocks, but we stop for the lesson. It's positive progression to kick it with the like-minded. Can't spend your life blinded, rewind it, arsonist behind it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm leaving the baby oil. Yes, I'm leaving the baby oil.
Yo, he leaving the baby, the baby oil on the table.
I don't raid the studio.
Listen, it's not a federal amount, all right? It's not a federal amount of baby oil.
What's the hand-to-hand rate on baby oil?
I'm just saying, have you ever not seen him shiny? What's the problem here?
That's true.
Wow.
What's the problem here?
I just want to know how much time you get for the baby oil. Is that put that in your paperwork?
Yo, they put it down there like it was ammunition.
Yeah.
It was like, yo, we found 2 guns and baby oil. What?
That was crazy though. So I'm like, does baby oil make napalm or something? Like, why you have to put that down?
Yeah, like that's like, what can you make out of it? Like,
and you know what he got in the crib, right, dog?
A slip and slide. I think you could just prove that with the slide that go from the 4th floor down to the basement.
But could you imagine?
That's why I got all that baby oil. I got a slide in my house that go from the 4th floor to the basement.
The thing is, how could you want us to take you serious, right? As attorneys, if you get on the news and you go, this is serious allegations, but whatever, not taking away from that, and we also found 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Yeah, and 45 boxes of cereal and no children in this house. What do you mean?
I mean, the man is rich. He got 1,000 everything.
He got too many shirts for somebody? Like, what are you talking about?
But you see that, and that's one of the things I was saying. Like, yo, once you get to a certain state, you just buy a bulk, everything in bulk, so you don't
everything in bulk.
You never just buy like I'm
not gonna lie. Since we have a take on this, I honestly feel like when it comes to certain people, I'm not gonna say who those people are. Like, some of the charges be crazy. They be making up, or maybe it's not explained properly.
Right.
I think we'll get.
I don't know because I don't know how you could say that. Like, if you're saying it, like if somebody leave one state to another state to bring a female is trafficking, right? If that's your definition, that's fine, right? So the people who put all those people on those buses that come from Texas and bring them to New York,
and then they have babies in New York.
That's not trafficking, though.
Oh,
like how the rules?
Get him on the line. Get him on the line. I'm going after. What's his name down there in Texas? Yeah, let's go get him.
I'm just saying, like, I don't understand how the rules.
Let's go.
The rules get mad intricate. And now listen, I'm not.
And they ain't even had no baby oil on them. Disrespectful. They came over here with no baby oil.
Extra dry.
Extra dry.
Nobody checked their bags.
Making babies dry.
Dry. I don't know. They probably not making them dry. You see some of them migrants. I don't know if they dry.
You stupid.
Say that? I'm just saying. I didn't say what this.
Listen,
migrants are not dry.
Listen, I think it's an unfortunate situation for our culture. You know what I mean? More than anything, this is a person that's our icon. Yeah, we could crack a couple of jokes, but deep down, this person was a pioneer for us. No matter what we say here and say we could crack a joke about, but he was a pioneer. And we didn't have, at that time, we didn't have people like him doing the things that he was doing and making the wave that he was. So, it's unfortunate. I don't know the full details of the situation, but there's a whole bunch of charges, against him and everything like that. But
you know what I think is unfair? I think it's unfair for everybody, just me personally. Well, if somebody did something, I'm gonna start out because people probably gonna get to the last part and hold me accountable, and that's fine. But I'm gonna say whatever somebody did that's criminal and they get in charge, that's fine. Whatever you got to do, I'm all in compliance with that. My biggest problem is that it seems like today, and I say they, the judicial system, put you in a situation where you're guilty in the public eye. It's nothing you could do.
Yep.
It's nothing you could do. The court of public opinion is crazier than the actual courts at this point.
Right.
Because, they could go on and say, Bill Cosby did XYZ 1, 2, 3, right? Man, all of that works and nobody wanted to touch you. Nobody wanted to be next to you. But then they took it all back and then let him out and say, my bad. And then it's like. So.
You don't see the public execution of you, right? Is not as big as the
my bad.
My bad.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. That's the problem that I feel, especially for people of our culture and our color that we have to deal with. You know what I mean? You could get accused of all these things.
You could get accused of the biggest crimes in the United States. I'm not gonna say who.
Right.
I don't have no problems with that person.
Right. True indeed.
You could get caught trying to throw a coup. Right, accused of, right? Yeah. Throwing a coup, right? People dying at the stake on the Capitol Hill. All these things and get bail. That's what I'm talking about.
That's wild.
And you can have 1,000 cases of baby oil.
And you stuck.
And so much you're facing life charges.
For baby oil.
Robert Kelly is in jail because of Surviving R. Kelly, the documentary, right?
Yeah.
Believe that.
Yeah. I feel like
you know what I think that helped, but once he was no longer making lucrative money for these record labels, they say, you know what, you can have them.
Yeah, but that's even worse.
You can have them.
That's even worse. That's even worse. That you tell me that it wasn't directly my behavior, but your willingness to support me would have got me out of anything.
I just don't like the technicalities. I don't like the.
We got people out here. I don't want to say a name, but he's a major figure in the film industry, and he's able to get bail. And he has so many allegations against him. They even made jokes about him at the Oscars, and for him to be able to get bail,
be free,
and
then you can. But see, I would be fine with it. I don't mean to cut you off. I would be fine with it then when people who are steady Black Panthers and want to be screaming that there's racism, these are one of those clear reasons right here where publicly two people are being accused of rape and robbery and sodomy. All kinds of things.
Weinstein was bugging out, boy. I'm gonna say it.
But
he was bugging out.
Yeah, allegedly,
he was bugging out.
He was bugging out.
He said, "Come massage me."
And he a free man. He walk around with a crutch and doing the Watusi with his little walker.
Yeah.
But Bill Cosby they like
that. Yeah, you got people buying judges. People who buy judges through gifts and all kinds of
relationships.
Yeah.
That they have.
I want to be bought too though. Like buy me, I'll change my topic right here on 400.
Guilty.
Buy me. Nah, it's crazy, man. Like it gives you a true honesty. Tell you, like, no matter how much money you got, you're never safe.
But above. Just like every other movement that starts, it starts off with really good intentions, but then it gets lost in the mix, right? So the beginning of alternative media was like a response to the fact that you only have 43 minutes in a news segment in total to cover something. So we're going to listen to people who can speak about a topic for 3 hours at a time because we're interested in deep in details, right? And then we just started listening to people who just had something to say. And that's fine, but we started validating their opinions as if I know something. Don't say that
because they validating our opinions right now. Somebody finna validate me right now.
Yeah, you definitely.
No, what I'm saying is there's a balance. I'm not gonna walk away from a 400 podcast and go, hey man, go shove somebody in the chest. Hey man, did you know ghosting is actually a thing? It's a positive thing. Would you stop saying ghosting is a bad thing? No one's gonna walk away from a 400 podcast doing that. But people do it with the information from alternative media. And then even when, as like I said it before, recently there's been couple people, $10 million paid out within 1 year in order to facilitate Russian talking points. And we talk about like, oh, you're a government agent, you're a government spy, you're a communist, you're a this, you're a fascist, you're a this, and it's actual people being paid to spew.
Yeah, the lady
rhetoric.
that was the Asian lady, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot
And
her
her
name.
husband.
Yeah, she
And
had a
they-
Ferrari, bro. Ferrari.
$10 million paid out in 1 year to spew propaganda.
I like even for all these topics, I have no horse in the race to feel like, you know, innocent, guilty, whatever. I just feel like
Treat him fair.
treat everybody fair,
Treat
and
them
don't
fair.
and don't act. This is my thing. Don't act shocked when people yell out racism, right? Because I'm not a big person who yell racism all the time. In my lifetime, I haven't really experienced people racism on me, right? People
That's a
haven't.
lie. You made it just behind your back.
No. I've no. Don't. I'm just saying, like my dad grew up in the South, so he went to a place where he was in school over here. You couldn't drink from the water fountain type stuff. That ain't never happened to me. I'm not gonna say. I may experience. I'm feeling you doing something because of the color of my skin, but I ain't having nobody just call me the N-word just blatantly, like, you know, as a go get me a coat N-word, like that didn't happen to me. You know what I mean?
Boy.
Yeah, nobody ever boyed me. So I don't have but you gotta start listening. I feel like people have to start listening when it's blatant that you can't even say different states, different crimes, because one of the crimes that one of the individuals committed was in Atlanta. And that is one of the, allegedly, you're accusing him. I'm not saying he did it, but you're accusing him of trying to throw or take over an election. That's what you're accusing him of as a state. He's free and able to run for, do whatever he wants and live his life.
And talk on TV.
And talk on TV.
Nickname new people.
And which is fine, which I think is the American way, right? But then you have somebody like Young Thug. Again, I'm not invested in his case either, but my man been in jail for like 2 years.
Still
On
fighting.
trial. Just 2 years of every day watching this man on trial.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Woody is funny. That dude is funny.
But him and the other boy, Quantavious,
Yeah.
they've been making the mockery
Yeah,
of the
this
whole
whole thing.
judicial system.
But that's the whole thing too, because we're paying for that.
What
That's
about,
sad.
Yeah, what about asking the taxpayer people like that? I want to ask the government officials that. Why don't y'all ask us if we feel like this is important? Like, I don't want to hear about no ex-president sleeping with no prostitutes. I don't want to hear about sex parties. I mean, unless something was happening to somebody that was
Unless there's an invitation you want to.
He's a willing participant.
Yeah, like any
Very willing.
like If you telling somebody that, you know, if somebody was, you know, harmed in these acts, like somebody was actually like forced, I don't know the particulars of it. Again, I have no horse in the race, then fine. But I think they should ask the citizens the same way they have ballots. Do we have this case? Do you want us to spend your tax dollars on that?
What? Or not even if do you want
I
to
want my kid to go to school for free rather than
what his charges were
2 years of.
But his charges were serious, right? For Young Thug, right? Considered serious. Now, like, my thing is this: like, if we want to do it, why are we airing? I think for me, what makes me mad is like you airing garbage. Because the case, if you hear the people that come on the stand, these things are being aired, and it makes you frustrated because it's like, yo, you gotta come to court like every 30 days or something like that. And you go to court, and this is what my taxpaying dollars is paying.
That's
for.
what I'm saying.
Every day.
Yeah, Woody been there. He got Matt clip. Woody's like they stopped the testimony, come back another day. This is like he been there at least like 40.
His lawyer came down to the 20v1 where he was doing the pop the balloon thing.
Yeah.
His lawyer came there. He said, "You got caught on Monday. I don't." They making jokes like, "I'll be there on Monday. You got caught on Monday. No, I don't. You do." And I'm sitting here like, I get it. Like, I love entertainment. I think it's all entertainment, but some things are not entertaining,
Right.
especially when
Let's get to
you're
the
doing-
point. Get to the point. You know,
They did it with the guy running. I'm not gonna say his name, but he did it with the sex worker. Like, he had sex with her hush money. I don't care. I don't care. This is the same state that said that they want to legalize prostitution, and now I care that he spent money on a prostitute. I don't care.
You know what I've seen?
And you gotta pay for people to protect. I'm sorry, but you gotta pay for the security. You pay and then complain about overtime, all this stuff. You paying for all this stuff. Like I don't care what he did. Him and his wife got to figure that out.
Right.
You know that there's entire towns that have color coded loofahs to express their willingness and participation in sex agendas.
I don't even know.
Let me explain it to you. Hold on.
No.
Don't say I'm going too far.
Wait.
Hold on. What I'm telling you is there's an entire town.
Right?
There's an entire
Don't talk
town.
about loofahs around him. You know, remember that
That's right. I forgot that he's anti-loofah.
Yeah.
Definitely anti-loofah.
But there's entire towns
So I definitely won't want to be a part of
where
that with no
on their
loofah
car they place colored loofahs on their car to express I'm willing, I'm down for this, I'm up for that. And it's an entire town that could be organized in that way. And everything's free and out in the open. But if I go behind one closed door, I'm a deviant. It's a weird place to be in right now.
How many times have you visited this place?
I'm just saying I know what the meaning of an upside down pineapple means. That's all I'm saying.
You're a freak.
Yeah.
You're a freak.
I just know what an upside down pineapple
I just
means.
hope that you're not down there testifying soon.
I hope nobody else is testifying.
Yo.
See me down there like Woody.
Yeah.
I don't recall.
You trying to play me like I'm stupid? I just said what I
I don't
said.
recall.
No, I just think that a lot of this stuff. Listen, and for all the again, I have no race in the horse, so I don't people like they're making a mockery. I'm not. I feel like they're making mockery of my tax dollars and my time and my intelligence. If you're gonna tell me that you're charging somebody with something, that's fine, whatever they did, but don't be like. And then he had 1,000 bottles of lubricants.
Dead serious.
All right. Well, how many condoms was there?
How much lube? What was the lube to baby oil ratio?
Yeah.
Because they just mentioned lubrication, but
What
they
about
didn't
the
say
alcohol? My man was he owned liquor.
Yeah.
He's down with Ciroc.
Yeah, how many bottles? How many bottles? He's a billionaire. How much of anything did he have in his house? How many chains he had in his house?
Yeah.
And then I find it very rude that they
He had a foot fetish.
leak
He
your
had
evidence.
3,000 pairs of sneakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he must have a foot fetish. What are we talking about
He's
here?
putting his victim in shoes.
And it's like yeah. At the end of the day, it's like
man.
it's
We allowed to bag anything in this place? Like,
Yeah.
are we doing that now?
Yeah,
We just gonna bag anything, huh?
And it was all closed. It wasn't like they was open. So yeah.
yeah.
Nah, some of them was.
But if it was, but all right. But seriously, I want to ask y'all. Like if you're on the jury right now, right?
Right.
Yep.
And they come in and they show you this picture of lubricant of baby oil. Like, what's your response to that?
My goal, I'll tell you, my answer to that is, my goal is from that moment on is to flip this jury. I know that sounds ridiculous to say, but every time that they bring up something ridiculous, I'm going to be ridiculous and say that this is ridiculous. Because you want me to go back in the room and go, here's the facts of the case. And I go, you brought this case up on some stupid stuff. And you go, how was that? And I go, listen, if you were at home and this happened, remember that time you did this? Remember that time that you did that? I'd be sitting here trying to convince not people of people's innocence, but how ridiculous this system is at times. Yeah, that would be my goal. If I was on a jury and somebody brought 1,000 bottles of baby oil and wanted him to explain it to me, I'd tell you that when I go back and hang out with them other 11. I'm going to sit there and try to make it my business to say how many my mother got bottles of oil in the corners because she pray over them and she keep blessing me. And I'm trying to now my mother's a criminal.
Your mother do though.
All right, see?
Your mother do be blessed. See?
You know what?
Shout out to
You set yourself up for that one. You set
Wait,
yourself
your
up for
mom.
All
that.
right, I did bring
Your mom
up.
do.
You did.
I
You set
brought
yourself
Your
up
mom
for
do
that.
got mad oil
I'm
in the
just
house.
saying.
Well, if it was
It's extra virgin olive oil. It's not the same
Ain't
thing.
nothing extra virgin. I just said olive oil. I said olive oil. I said the olive oil.
And this is why nobody's gonna walk away from here thinking that we got valid information.
I just hope you're not watching this.
well,
Telling
getting back
the family
to
secrets.
getting back to this question, I would feel like, what is the point? You know what I mean? I just feel like you got me here. I'm gonna be here doing jury duty, I mean, you know what I'm saying? What is the point? What are we going at? This is all you have to show me? You're not proving me anything else other than what the charges are for. So if you tell me about 1,000 bottles of baby oil, like I said, a normal person, if you go bulk shopping, I could have like maybe 20. I ain't rich. I ain't no billionaire. I have 20 bars of 50 to 60 bars of soap.
This came out of a 50 pack from BJ's.
Right.
This came out of a 50 pack. I brought this because I got 50 of these in my crib right now.
40. I gotta have like 20 toothpastes.
Make sure they don't be at his house for Thanksgiving.
You know what I mean? So
get out of the ground.
You know what I mean? So it's like, to have bulk of anything, to me, it's just like, all right, cool, you just got it. You got to give me more concrete evidence to show whatever you really talking about. But so if you come with me like, oh, he got 1,000 bottles of baby oil, I'm like, all right.
There's some serious allegations in there.
But that's what you got to show me that. I'd be more concerned about that. I wouldn't care about baby oil.
Yeah.
If I feel like
mentioning it was insulting.
Yes. I feel like you're just trying to sway me in a way where you really don't have enough evidence, so you're just trying to throw something like, look, he's doing something. He has all these baby oils.
I just feel like the wording on things, you 100% right. I think the wording on certain things is just crazy. Like I remember listening to the R. Kelly thing too. I'm not defending him. I'm just saying they used the word trafficking, right? And from my understanding, they were like, oh, when you flying a girl against her will from one state to the next or whatever the case is, I just want to know when you
not against her will. You just
whatever. I'm giving a worst case scenario, even if it's against her will. You cannot tell me that you could load a gang of people up on the bus and drive them to a whole nother state and just drop them off. Because obviously you can't tell me it wasn't against their will because they don't speak no English. So that's automatically against their will. Because they don't know where they're going, right? They hop over a border.
Yep.
That's human trafficking at its finest. Children. Is children on these buses? Are we going after these people?
Yeah.
So we can't change the wording when your skin color is a little darker. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to pull a race card. I love everybody. But then you can't be mad when people say the rules don't seem to apply when it comes to things that y'all want to make a mockery of.
And how all those other people get to those yachts in those foreign places? I'm sure they took a plane. Yeah. And I'm sure there's some stuff going on a yacht.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a 190-foot yacht right out there parked. If it's parked right there, where do you think you are? And how do you think they got here?
Yeah. And I think
they walked up the street? You think all the baddies is just they live right there? Nobody took a plane? Nobody traveled?
And I'm going to say this. I reserve the right. Because I know some people may not make it this far on this episode because they may think we're making a mockery. I'm not. What I'm saying is we reserve the right to whatever the facts are, And if anybody does anything criminal and gets found guilty of it, everybody's fine with that. You got to stand with that.
Right.
But what we're saying as citizens, if you're giving us this information to have an opinion on, we're not comfortable with it. Yeah, we're not comfortable. We're adults now. You know what I mean? If my kid got to go to school and do stuff like that, I don't want to turn on. Because again, if Diddy is proven innocent in a situation, look at what you did in the public thing. Look at the stuff that you put out.
Embarrassed him.
Yeah, look at this. Because you presume innocent until proven guilty, right? Look at all the stuff that is put in place for you basically to be destroyed as a person. Yeah. If it comes out, I'm not saying it's true. He could be guilty. He could be guilty. He could be very guilty. But in the instant that he's innocent, what happens? My bad?
That's all you're going to get is my bad.
My bad. I got your personal. And listen.
It's going to be 2027. They're going to be like Sean Puffy Combs, who was arrested back in 2024. It's always going to be was arrested back in 2024.
For alleged.
Yeah, for alleged. It's always going to be was. You know what? I got to bring up another topic that I was upset about before we get out of here.
Yeah.
I don't like neighbors.
I don't like them either. Now, you know what?
I love my neighbors.
You know what? I'm going to take that back. I think my problem is, right, when they come up, it's cool to say what's up and hey, how you doing? But when they come up to you, I feel bad when I don't remember their names.
I like your neighbor that time we was over there. We was drinking, the two guys. We was drinking and they came up.
The dreads?
I mean when they did recon on our house.
Guys.
Oh yeah, they cool.
They was cool. They was drinking with us.
Yeah, they was drinking that Hendo.
Yeah, it was doing recon.
Nah, I know they owe us a bottle or something though, because I think they was drinking our liquor.
They was
drinking our liquor, right?
They was
having a good time, but I feel like they owe us a bottle. So I'm not gonna say we're still there, but Stu neighbors, y'all owe us a bottle if y'all watch this.
Nah.
For anybody who want to disagree with me about hating neighbors, have you ever lost a partner to a Ring camera?
You gotta do better than that, brother.
You got caught on ring?
How you get
I
caught
mean,
on
allegedly somebody got caught on ring?
No, I'm just saying. I've seen stories on. I saw a video on World Star, and it was the ring camera of the neighbor, and the person had people go in and out the house,
Okay.
and they was just exposing her ways.
That's you
Well,
know
baby,
what
all?
you see. This is what
This
I
is
don't,
why I hate neighbors.
See, this is what I don't like. Mind your business.
Mind your business.
No, if you
Mind
do,
your
no, if you
business.
do that, I sue you.
What do you mean?
I'll go into depression. I'll go to counseling. I'm suing you.
But it's not about that
100% it is. Do it to me.
because
Do it. Do it.
Mind your business.
Do it, please. I'm gonna sue you.
I've in the past. I know ring cam is recent, but in the past, I've had. So it's not that far in the past, but I'm just saying in the past, I've had someone tell me that this can't go anymore because my neighbor has a ring camera now. She's already a nosy person, and now she has a ring camera.
You don't
So,
got hoodies.
huh?
Huh?
What are you doing in there?
Hoodie.
That hoodie's going in her apartment. Is the
Walking
point.
it backwards.
Yo, you know what you need to do? Get your Amazon vest. I'm delivering packages. Yeah, hey, you know I got.
I'm just saying. I don't.
Get your Amazon vest, boy.
I've even on the most subtle of things, like I was parking and my lady was in the park and somebody says, "Oh, there he go right there." That's too much information for me. Yes, that's technically true, but why are we talking about me? Because you know me, like in proximity.
Hoodies.
Now you know what's funny, like
Shiesties.
I don't like
The-
it. I don't
the-
like it. Mind your business.
when I was younger, you know, the neighbors that it gave me a mystique. You know what I'm saying?
Those dudes across the street was cornballs for watching us. Were they not? Yo, I see what y'all be doing over there. They was cornballs for doing it, and that still exists today. That is still a problem today. Mind your business, yo.
I was.
Now that was cool. Not only, you know, it worked with the ladies too at that time, because they like, yo, what does he got?
No.
They want to know what's up. at
What,
the time.
what was y'all doing over there?
Your furniture. Don't act like you wasn't there.
Yeah, the furniture.
Furniture, don't act like you wasn't there, furniture.
She did.
Furniture,
I
you
just
was
want to know
right
what y'all was
along
doing
with
in
me.
these locations.
You was
Nah,
trafficking.
these
What are you
neighbors,
doing in
man.
location? Oh, traffic. I take her from Harlem to Brooklyn.
You was
I
trafficking.
take her from Harlem to Brooklyn. I'm going down too. That's
Can't
what you're doing.
stand neighbors. Mind your business.
You only got one bottle of baby oil, one count of baby oil.
Then one count of baby oil. He got brought up for one charge of baby oil.
Your Honor, Your Honor, come on. It's a 50
I'm
pack.
pressing charges on
Who has the rest of the 50 pack?
So, well, how many ounces was in there?
that's-
Oh, that's federal.
Nah, like I said, hey, back in the day, that
federal.
worked. That definitely worked for the mystique. You know what I'm saying? The Stu Mystique. You know, back in the
Yeah,
day.
but I ain't like that.
Now that I live in Wisconsin, I like my neighbors. My old neighbor got rest his soul. He passed away. He used to tell me everything. He called me like, Kush, you got these people out here in front of your house on your roof right now.
That's you one of them people. You one of them people I don't like. I'll be on the phone with you and I hear you go, everything all right?
Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah, one time somebody knocked on my door.
No, not knock on your door. You just see people walking. How's it going?
Because where I live, you shouldn't be back there.
Everything all right? You all right back there?
See, I live in like a little wind tunnel, right? If you don't live in that area right there, you shouldn't be back there, or you're gonna get introduced. I need to know what you're doing. And if you have no good intentions, then neither do I.
This is America.
It is, but you
don't need to be over
you
there.
shouldn't be going for a random
It's
walk.
not a gated community.
Yes, it is. Technically, I don't live next to a store, so there's nothing here but people's houses. If you're not gonna go visit nobody, my block is 2 blocks. If you don't know nobody on this 2 blocks, why you here?
Because maybe I know somebody on a 3rd block.
All right,
They
so
go
don't
over
stand
there.
in front of my house.
Maybe my aunt that lives around the corner don't like me smoking, and now I'm smoking in front of your house as I'm walking past.
If I
And you
catch
got
you-
there.
if I
Why
catch-
you just don't walk straight down the block and keep it moving?
If
you
I
taking
catch
the
you smoking in front of my house,
I'm
I'ma call 311.
terrorist. You one of them neighbors.
Yep.
You were one of them neighbors.
No, I can't be mad at him.
I got
because
kids.
You don't. And again, I'm not saying I live in
You saying
the best place of the
You
world.
saying that? The
No,
3
I'm not
bathrooms,
saying
4
that.
bathrooms.
Why are you bringing up my 4 bathrooms?
Because I used one of them one time
We definitely know.
We remember.
Yeah, we definitely
when
know.
we were shooting that time.
We remember.
But I will say is like when you live in those areas, you are a little bit more guarded around you with your community. Like, yo, what you doing over here? Like, you know, like you get now we got cameras. Like, if you come into the community, like they got your license plate.
Yeah,
like it's not that type of party.
As you should be. As you should be. You want me to tell you why? Because if this was back in the day like a community where people were like, oh, I see, you know, there's Beaker, there's Stewart, hey, whatever. I see you doing that, Beaker. Cut it out before I tell your mama. If it was that type of atmosphere, then they'd be like, oh, love. It don't need to be like that.
Right.
But now people were hanging out, punching old ladies in the back of the head, doing random stuff, disrespecting. And like before we get to that point where violence has to occur, because I don't think violence is always necessary, but violence will be met with violence. If you decide that you want to hang out somewhere and do something, then, you know.
I hear you.
Sometimes you gotta fill out your resume at Heaven's Gate.
So I guess this was another personal one, but I don't care. I got it off my chest. I just wanted to say it out loud.
I like my niggas. You know what it is? If you don't like it,
They cool. You know what it is? It's hard for me to remember their
I'm the
names. I feel embarrassed when they come and be like, hey, Stewart. I be like, hey, how you doing? How's your day?
That's shame on you though.
Why?
Why you don't know your neighbors' names?
I've ridden in elevators with
'Cause
people and they got off the same floor as me, and I ain't know.
You better run everybody for the little sumo report.
Nah, you know what the funniest thing
sex
happened?
offender registry.
The funny thing happened the other day. I was coming home from work, so I don't know my neighbor. So their kids came outside. So I'm thinking like the parent gonna come or whatever the case may be. So the kid come out there, you know, and he's a little white kid, right? He got no shoes on. So you know, that's typical. Maybe white people shit. You know what I mean? So I'm outside.
No alarm bells.
No alarm bells. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you ain't got no shoes on. You know what I mean? Hey, how you doing? So look. He comes and step on the bug with his bare feet and picks it up and was like, yeah, hey, look, I killed the bug. I'm like, listen, Playboy, put that down and going out like, and I'm looking around like your moms or your pops coming out or something. I ain't see nobody. So the little girl come out too. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm black. I got two little white kids roaming outside in the front house with no parents. I said, let me help y'all go back in y'all crib and close this door because I don't want no incident, you know, anything to, you know, come by and say, hey, you was there. He was outside playing with you and he gave you a bug, right?
Yeah,
I'm
I think
like,
my
nah.
dad was white in his last life. He be picking up random stuff.
Nah.
I had a dead hawk in the back of my yard.
Look at the wings.
Look at him.
Look at the wings.
Flapping him out. Hey, it's a baby hawk. He probably back here for food. My man, put him in the bag. Let's go. Yeah, hold on. Look at his beak. He eat for days. He didn't do the last part. But everything else he did. He didn't pick anything up with his bare hands. But he from the South though, so they just be wilding.
All right, I got another grievance. Common Core math.
I'm gonna tell you this right now, right?
My daughter in second grade, man.
Listen, I understand what you're going through. I've been there already.
Second grade, man. Yeah, you ain't tell me. Here's my grievance.
You know what?
Here's my grievance.
I was so, you know, through with it. I didn't even want to talk about it. That's why.
Once you got past it, it was
I was like,
you just got it out your life.
Listen, it wasn't something that you want to mention. You know what I mean? Because I was struggling.
Hurtful.
Yeah, it was very hurtful. And I'm struggling. I'm like, yo, what is this? You know, the new style of math. They coming up with a new way of learning how to do math and stuff like that. I get it. You want to come with innovative ways of doing it, but it just nah.
You see those kids in like India and like
they put the
Africa?
sticks.
No, the ones that do this, they go like +1, -3, +14, -20, and they answer 17 and it be correct. They are not doing that. The question is, Kush has $17.
Right? Kush is broke.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Kush paid $17 for flowers for Stewart.
Wow, why he gotta buy me flowers?
I should have bought you flowers.
Or people,
Shoulda held
he
your
gonna buy me. Hey,
hand.
gonna buy me. Hey.
He now has $24.
That's it. I'm lit.
How much did he start off with?
24 plus 17.
Why do we need to round up the 20-something, subtract the something to the 15, and then give it back? Why am I borrowing money? What is going on here?
Listen, man.
Because listen, when you buy Stu flowers,
Wow.
you gotta buy them expensive flowers. So you gotta borrow money. You gotta borrow money. Nobody can just buy Stu flowers. Right
I don't like it.
This man is tweaking.
Yo,
He
and
need
you know what's
old
crazy?
gold roses.
You know what's crazy? Because
That'd be nice if someone did.
I'm about to
actually
say, girl,
me
ever buy you
something.
flowers?
I was gonna clear my day, and I messaged the teacher because I see that I'm not communicating with my daughter properly. Like
You were screaming at her.
no. 2 + 2. No. She's being spoken to and taught an entire day, and then I get her in the
the end.
evening,
So you have
and
to
then she
read.
says, "You don't speak the language that my teacher speaks," and I didn't.
She said that to you?
No,
No, but
I'm about to say, yeah, she's smart if she can articulate that. Yeah,
no. What she said was, "Just help me. I need help," and I ain't know. What do you mean you need help? Just add the 2 numbers. She's like, "No, that's not."
so the question I have for you,
I was gonna hold on. I was gonna take out time from my day, and just go through it with the teacher. I'll sit in the class. If I gotta sit in the class, I'll sit in the class. But if you have time after school, or if you have a YouTube link, that's what I sent her the text in the morning. She didn't answer me. I picked her up in the evening, and she's
That's
like,
very
"Don't worry, I
responsible.
was really busy. I'm gonna get you something. No worries." She sent her homework in pictures. Now what? Thanks. Now you send pictures for homework, which is the part that I'm confused about. But then I realized, hey, this is what it is. I have to figure it out. I'm still not there yet, but school just started, so hopefully.
lay off
Oh,
the
you know what you
edibles.
do? You just get out to her.
No, I don't play like that.
like what?
First of all, why you keep making it seem like I'm all day doing stuff? I do stuff in the evenings after I drop off my daughter, okay?
After
Nah,
you drop
just
off,
get
because
a-
I've
get a
spoken to you
tutor.
several times in the middle of the day.
And I had epiphanies that had nothing to do with drugs, all right?
That's a lie. I told him, listen, whenever his conversation start like this, so I was thinking the other day.
That's the only time
When
you
I was
think.
low to my room.
You just heard a minute ago? So I got another gripe. You know what that is? That's the weed.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's all
Prove
right,
it,
brother.
Prove it. Let's go take a pee test right now.
Why would I do that? I told you it's at night. That was last night.
No, so question. So with the Common Core homework, I lost my train of thought.
I don't. You
Oh.
not there?
Yo, Walt played it. He paid his electric bill because it's freezing in here.
Yeah, it is.
So with the math, is it something that it only lasted for you that certain time?
I would say this. It was me and my daughter struggled because they want it in a certain format.
That's what I wanted to ask. Do you have to do a formula?
Yes. So it's a format that they wanted.
You can't just give 2 + 2 is 4.
Difference
You got to do the
no,
formula.
bro, you got to do the breakdown of how you got to your answer.
Okay.
And the way they expect you to do it is kind of weird. So once we got past that point where we kind of figured it out, all right, so this is what we're going to do. Then now she got to the point where she was more confident she could do it on her own, and she didn't need my assistance as much, unless
send
she
me
was
that
trying to
homework.
play a game on me.
Oh, okay. I'll send it over to you because what it is, I think right now as in second grade, what they're doing is they're like playing Ouija with like styles, right? So if I ask you a question now, you'll probably try to formulate it based on what you know already, right? So you're probably like if whatever the number may be, you'll probably do the ×5 first and then do the other parts later, right? So they're playing Ouija with that idea where they just, and then when you stop on what, then you always remember your steps. And I guess that's what they're doing, but I don't see what was wrong with just getting to the answer, and those kids who couldn't get to the answer just couldn't get
It's
to the
called
answer.
math foreplay.
It's mad foreplay because they sure enough rubbed all over me.
They
They should
like
have rubbed me the wrong way.
Well, I got one thing to ask y'all. Anyone ever bought you flowers?
bought me flowers. No,
Yeah.
matter of fact, I take that back. Somebody did buy me flowers.
You bought flowers before?
Yeah.
Nobody ever bought flowers.
The saddest part about the flowers that I got that they couldn't even go home.
Not the Belt Parkway.
They didn't even make it to the crib.
That's what That's what most
is crazy.
Valentine's Day gifts.
You know how
are.
many meals I threw out a window? How many home cooked meals I threw out? Tupperware and all. I get none of this back.
Yeah, where's my fork? Left it at work.
Silverware.
Left it at work.
You a wild boy. You a wild boy.
You're not getting none of this back. You're not getting any of this back.
Can
Yeah,
we
I
make sure
know.
we put this out soon? Can we make sure we put this out soon?
All right, cool.
Yeah, let's do this.
You know, Klein, he the super producer. You know what I'm saying? He be getting
Yo,
giving
shout out
us
to
stuff
Klein.
on.
Definitely
Yeah.
is a super producer.
He making sure
Quickest
we
turnaround on the
ever.
planet.
Klein is now the El Chapo
Client
of
photography.
producer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If y'all want to get y'all photos taken, your
What exactly is it? What's your Instagram exactly? Client.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's gonna come up at the bottom of the screen right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure.
Listen, if y'all want to get your prom pictures, if you want to be a model, if you got videos, rap
He had a nice
videos,
model come in today that he was working with.
He definitely did. Shout out
Yeah.
to Klein for the nice model. What was her name, Klein? No, I'm not gonna put you on the spot. That's gonna come up on the bottom of the screen too. If y'all need anything, weddings, everything, and you know what? You know the freaky part about it?
Freaky? What's
You know
the freaky?
part?
What?
He a fan. He a freaky.
Oh, get out of here! Get out of here!
No. I was gonna say that he also is a DJ. I was gonna say he also
Yeah,
DJ.
yeah.
He also DJs. He does kids parties. He does adults parties. He Afro beats, heavy in that. What's that club that you work at, Klein? Abuja. He be in there rocking out. If y'all in there, y'all hear them tunes and you twerking.
They got some good wings in there. I've been there.
And they got good wings. And he's in there. What days you in there, Klein? Friday, Saturday. You know, some of y'all religious people, y'all don't go outside Friday, Saturday, but everybody else, you heathens, catch him in there. DJ Klein, he gonna be in there spinning your favorite tracks. And you know what? Go give him some love. Tag him in there at 4400. We make sure we post you on there too. All right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because without Klein,
There will be no us.
I have nothing.
From episode 1, I've been here.
Nothing.